bottom gold, the middle gold. And I'm going to tap this on the lid. I'm not going to tap the brush off because I want to press it into my lid and get it all in there instead of it being like a fallout situation. And blend it out just enough. You see that? It's really pretty. Gold and purple are very royal colors that look just popping on a brown eye. Right there, yes. Yes, queen, you're doing that. Now I'm going to go back in with my Luxe brush, the 2-ended 249 brush that we also received in a Nipsey box. And I'm going to go in with the lighter purple over here. These are some lighter purples. And I'm going to dip into both the darker and the lighter purple and blend out this gold on the top into my crease just to make sure everybody is married and happy and I don't look like a clown. Can't be looking like no fool. Now if you're worried about too much fallout, I suggest you do your foundations last. It's not hard to do that process. You know, start with your eyeshadows, then do your foundation. I found both ways to be cool, neat techniques to do, but I'm really a throw my foundation on first kind of girl, and I can clean up afterwards without really messing up the look. Yes, that's so pretty. A little rainbow on my eye without having too much going on. You can still wear this for work or anything else, you know. Now with the other end of this Luxe brush, which I find to be beautiful because you got your fluffy end and you got your tapered end, and I'm going to go and brighten it up with a little bit of yellow. The same yellow, I'm using the same palette, not moving away from it. We're going to use this yellow on the top here. And we're going to put that in our center eye. It is a matte with a little bit of shimmer in it, but because you're marrying it with the shimmer shadow at the bottom, you'll get a little bit of shimmer from that too. I don't know, how many of you guys bought this palette and really liked it? Because when I first bought it, I so bought it for novelty. I didn't expect to really use it until I had to have some therapy time with myself and say, you know, use makeup as love makeup. You can't just love and admire it from afar and nobody using it. So I've had to really start using a lot of my makeup. Okay. I like that. And very simple. I use about 5 shadows and I'm done. Clean my little container up with a little bit of baby wipes because it does have a lot of fallout. It does get a little dusty. Put my slip cover back on it. Make sure it stays nice and clean. Hush. Hush. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. My dog, she loves interacting with my parents' dogs, which is fine. Okay, so now that we've got that on, I'm going to go in with some banana powder, which I've been really using this a lot, setting powder, and I'm going to set under my eyes a little and clean up under my eyes a lot, you know. So I've got to bust out this wipe. I go through a lot of baby wipes when I'm doing makeup. And I'm going to get this fluffy brush that I was telling you from Farrah with the tapered head and dip into that powder, and I'm going to just set it under my eye and dust it away at the same time because there's no reason to be wasteful makeuping. Yes, that is a term from GRWM Love. You can use it. Wasteful makeuping. We're going to brighten up this under eye real quick with the setting powder. And this also cleans up my edges, so I have a nice clean edge. And I'm going to put some on my forehead because I'm starting to sweat. And I don't want to sweat off a lot of my makeup. Okay? Now I'm going to go in with some It's Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And I'm only going to use the tiniest little dot. This stuff is potent for it to be this tiny little bottle. It's so potent. So I'm going to put a tiny little dot right there. And you're going to see I'm not going to even using that whole dot. I feel really bad right now because, dang it, I got a little on the cap and it's wasteful makeuping. But anyways, let's keep going. We're going to go back in with our flat brush, stiff brush, and just put very little at a time and build it up the way you want to. I don't want it to be overwhelming because I do have dark circles, but they're really close under my eyes. Now my neighbor is rapping, sorry. But I'm going to put it right here, right really close under my eye where my dark circle is. And then I'm going to paint it up and out and dab it. And that will make it really nice and clean and bright. Okay, and to the other eye. I know you all have like great filming areas and you don't have to deal with neighbors or whatnot, children, cats and dogs, but hey, I have a real deal. I have dramas. I have neighbors. And now I'm going to take this and dab my finger because I love to use my fingers. You need to be involved with your face. And I'm going to press this into my skin really well to blend it up and out. Okay? See that? I was asking one of my favorite YouTubers, had he tried this yet? Poplex, Nadine, and he hadn't tried it yet. I really suggest you try it. I mean, it's using what it says. It says what it is, and it isn't giving you any BS. It's straight up bye-bye under eye color. Hello, brightening, beautiful color. Now I'm just adding a little more because I have a lot of creasing under my eye. I wasn't very good to my eyes when I was younger, put it on eyeliner. But to each their own. And I'm going to just buff that out with my finger. Alright? Make it nice and bright. How's that? Now I'm going to use some pure mineral powder. Put it in my cap. It's from Mineral Science. And I'm going to just use some of this powder to finish off my face too. Once again with the same fluffy taper fair brush. And we're just going to put that everywhere our nose. And we don't have to put a lot. And I'm putting it under my eye. I really love these mineral foundation powders and finishing powders because they work really well with my skin because of the oiliness. A lot of people have to use, different powders, which I am learning as I go along isn't a bad thing. Okay? So now that we have done basically the whole face, we are going to do our eyebrows. And I'm going to use this Cabrow from Benefit. It has this cute little brush at the end. I don't know if you can see that very well. And it's at an angle. And your product is down here. And it's in a little glass container, so you've got to be really careful. And this is a deluxe sample size. And it's a real dark one. And all I do is basically dip my brush in there. Put it in the back of my hand. Keep it to warm it up. Make sure you close it up because you do not want this to dry out or waste. it is such, you get a lot of product here for a deluxe sample. I mean, I'm going to probably use this all year. And I got it in shade number 5, and I also have it in shade number 3, which is a little lighter, so that I can darken and highlight my brows at the same time. So, where you can find these is at Sephora. That's where I got mine. I actually took a class, and they were gifted to us, which is really nice. So I just like to scope out, and it's real smooth and creamy. So it goes on effortlessly. And so you don't have to be scared of your eyebrows anymore. I'm totally not scared of my eyebrows anymore. I used to be really scared of putting on eyebrows, especially with a pencil. It makes me look like a man. I mean, that's not a bad thing when you're looking like a really good looking man in makeup, but for me, having such very fine skin, very fine hair, I mean, and not able to sketch out my eyebrows the way I wanted to, was a problem. I mean, I dealt with a lot of high school bullying and middle school bullying, putting on makeup and putting on eyebrows. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. I ain't gonna lie. So now I've done the line with my dark color, and I'm gonna go in with this, the number 3, and do the same technique on the back of the hand, and then I'm gonna fill in the rest of my brow. That way it's not too dark, and it looks really natural. And I don't mind a full brow anymore. It's like, boom, benefit, thank you for having made all the brow products of my life easy and a dream. It takes seconds. I mean, you guys are watching me in real time, putting on my eyebrows in seconds. Done. Yeah. Just clean up my hand, clean up my products. No problem. Now I'm going to go in with some Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. This is my all-time new fave, have to have liner. And it gets right up in the waterline, you know, right at the edge of my eyeliners, because I have very small eyes, as you see. When they open, they look like they're always closed, honestly. So you don't want to make it too dark, and it's real black. So I don't want to make my too thick of a cat line. Can't be going around town looking crazy. And it makes someone who doesn't know how to do eyeliner look like a pro. Flat out. You just put a little bit and keep dragging it up against your eyelash line. Bring it back to do that nice swoop on your cat eye. It has a really beautiful tip. Different from anything I've ever seen before. And you can go thin to thick with no problem. So that's why I fell in love with it when it first came out. It's got me under its spell. And it doesn't dry out quickly, so you can work, take your time. Go over and give it a couple more coats. Right? Now for blush, I've got 3 choices of Tarte blushes. And since I went in with such a profound line, I'm going to go with the lightest color, which is Party, because who doesn't like to party? And I'm going to use another brush from Ipsy's that I ended up with, and it's a Firma brush, 102 blush brush. And I love this Tarte, how light it is, pretty it is. And you would think as a colored woman you shouldn't use such a light blush, but honestly, you don't need but a hint of color. That's the whole point of a blush. You don't need everybody seeing it like you are a clown. See? Just a few swoops and gives you a nice hint of color. And Tarte's blushes are awesome, and these are also blushes, small sample size, deluxe sample size from Ipsy. I love using all my Ipsy little products all the time. Because if you want the bigger version, you can get it. But with Ipsy, you get a variety. A little bit on the tip of my nose and a little on the chin. You get enough varieties of makeup that this will last you a long time. Especially for someone who can't afford makeup all the time, high-end makeup, to get a few sample deluxe sizes in a subscription box for $10 a month. Beyond, right? So that is it for our blush. My favorite part. My favorite part. Have to sing it. Is my highlight. And I have fallen in love with my Oprah Star Island highlighter. I also received this as an add-on for Ipsy in my regular Ipsy bag. It's so pretty. And I've been in it every day. It doesn't look like I've touched it. Every day. I also received this brush from Luxe 522. It's a taper highlighter brush from in one of my Ipsy boxes. So still getting great brushes. Building up my collection again from Ipsy. Dip in there and I'm going to highlight until NASA can see me. They can call me that they got a man for me. Because this highlighter show could come with a man. It would be nice. You know, I've been single a while. I ain't going to go there with y'all right now. We can talk that on the story time. But you see that?